It's the last scrimmage before the first game of the Virginia Cavaliers' 2010 season. It's a dress rehearsal, a time to embrace the rituals of game day.
All that matters is what happens between the white lines for us right now, for this team this year, all right? Visualize yourself this time next Saturday, all right? You just gotta feel it right now, fellas. You gotta feel it right now. Come a long time and a long way now. Time for us to do our thing.
After 2 stints as an assistant coach, Mike London understands the tradition of Virginia football. In December of 2009, he became the torchbearer of that tradition.
This is a special place. Special people have walked the grounds here. And it's a privilege and honor to be here as a head coach that hopefully can provide some energy, some passion.
Coach London was here when I was a freshman, so I knew the kind of energy that he brought to the team, and I was very excited to have that energy back in the program.
When you think about how you build a program, you can build it brick by brick. Each player provided an opportunity to build the foundation, and that's basically one person helping another person, building a foundation of what's expected of you, what's accepted, how you're going to conduct yourself. And so if there's anything they're going to do to have a legacy of, hey, when did Virginia football get back to where it was supposed to be, it's when, brick by brick, you start building the foundation now.
As winter snows thawed, expectations blossomed with the start of the Mike London era and the opening of spring practice.
Man, y'all might mess around and be good, man. I don't know. Jury's still out here a little bit. Might mess around and be good.
The most important thing that we had to do in spring practice was to establish a standard of how we wanted things done.
Mark, you ready today? Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Good tempo day today. Good tempo day.
Work on the technique. Steps, alignments, assignments.
Punch. That's it. Good, all right?
What's acceptable as far as effort?
Fast, fast. Rip, no, rip, rip.
What's acceptable as far as how fast you play? What's acceptable as far as how hard you come off the ball and run plays?
Everybody's out here giving effort, but we need more in order to beat the best. Got to get it out of there, 6. You got to know when to get rid of the ball. Get your mind in it. Get your mind right. Hang on to that ball. Come on, it's not rocket science.
Spring ball was definitely a learning process, learning new offense and new defense. And I think it was also learning each other as players and learning the new coaching staff.
God, come on, come on. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Somebody's got to step up, make a play. Somebody's gonna have to make a big block, a big catch. That's how we're gonna get better.
It's time to make a play, we make the play.
Yes, sir, that's the way to go, get it.
It is springtime, but that doesn't mean it's not time for football. It's been an interesting offseason, to say the least. A new coach, a new staff.
There you go, I can now. Enjoy the game.
We get ready to see the Mike London era take flight.
Let's just get after it. We'll play with passion, play with emotion, play with enthusiasm, and have fun.
Mark Verica, the unquestioned starter for the University of Virginia. We'll see how effective he can be throwing the football down the field.
The good news is Rodney McLeod just came up with an interception. The bad news is Mark Verica just threw an interception.
Got to feel good about yourself, okay? You see somebody dragging, you got to pick them up and get going. We're going to get better. We're going to win games, fellas, because we're going to know how to play the game. We're going to know how to play the game.
With the end of spring football comes spring commencement. Graduation is the goal of every student and the mission of the university. Before they take the field for their senior seasons, team captains Mark Verica, Joe Torsia, and John Kevin Dulce have already received their diplomas.
John Kevin Dulce.
You look back and you kind of think to yourself, like, I did that? Wow, if we accomplish that, we're able to accomplish pretty much anything.
Captains, spontaneous picture. Caps for life.
The life of Virginia teammates can include playing, studying, and working together.
I'm a cashier here at the Harris Teeter, and Usually on a good day, I'll work with John Kevin.
My mom always told me never to go to the grocery store hungry because you're gonna spend a lot more than you want it. Those that don't know I'm a football player ask me, like, what is a guy of my stature doing working at Harris Teeter? I must be a bouncer or something on the side.
I hear that a lot.
I have a daughter and a fiance, and you got more mouths to feed. And when Pearl Marie cries, she's hungry, she's always gonna have something to eat. Every day of the week is long for me. I mean, I'm taking classes. With this class, I'm learning how to use fine charcoal. I'm thinking pencil's my bread and butter when it comes to drawing. Maybe I'll frame that. Right now we're in Richmond, Virginia, just celebrating my daughter's birthday today. She's 2. You gotta have everything well-rounded, all facets of life. And I take pride in that people can see me and be like, oh, well, he's a dad. And on Saturdays, be like, you don't want to see that guy.
Finding a balance between football and family is also the driving goal of Coach London.
Get in there. She shoots, she scores.
When they're playing and when they're doing something, I want to show that same type of enthusiasm that I show when someone does something well on the football field. But when it comes to home, man, if you don't celebrate with your own family members, then you got your priorities mixed up.
And boom! And it's going to the neighbor's yard.
For the first 6 months after he was hired at Virginia, Coach London commuted 90 minutes from Richmond every day. But the time alone became time well spent.
It's just all kind of things you have a chance to think about on your drive up. Just think about the players, think about what's going on now with school being over and the grades are coming in, where the guys are academically.
It's a message Coach London delivered to UVA alumni at a donor event in Atlanta.
I am a caretaker of the university that you went to. My first rule in getting there to Virginia was go to class. That's the first rule. So we're trying to train up young men that when they earn the letter, whether it's NFL, CEO, CFO, CPA, when they leave the University of Virginia, that they have truly earned those letters.
We're going to start to relate some of the findings that we saw yesterday about density.
There's definitely been a change in the atmosphere with the new coaching staff. The coaches are definitely concerned about not only what the students do on the field, but what they're doing in the classroom and making sure they're progressing and meeting that ultimate goal.
Landon Bradley got an A-. That's good. Like the summer school GPA being the highest in the last 6 years, the semester GPA the last 10 years. That's because there's a great effort between you guys in this room here and Adrian, what they're doing over there. So we just got to keep that going on as we get into the season.
Drop step turnaround jumper. Yes. Gerson ahead of the pack. Down the baseline layup good with the right hand. Here's Moore driving left baseline. Yes. And the foul. Behind the defense to Edwards. 15-footer. Bring it up. 1, 2, 3. Season tickets are on sale now.
While most of his teammates were in Charlottesville, Keith Payne spent the first part of his summer getting ready for football at home in Washington, D.C., where the running back was working to get his music career off the ground.
When I first met Keith, it was a mystery. First off, he was shy. It is rare that you see a big guy shy. He may be aggressive on that field, but when it comes to the music, he was kind of nervous to put it out there.
Friend was like, yo, you should listen to Keith's music or something. I was like, nah, it's nothing. I'm like, this man here listens to professional people. I'm nothing. And Chucky was like, well, let me hear it. So he puts it on. and he was just quiet.
It's crazy. Smash.
Chillin' in the VIP, all eyes on me. Shawty, won't you come on over? You see what I'm craving? Now we conversating, talk about who knows what. There's one thing on my mind, I'm trying to leave here with her.
Keith's soft singing style is in direct contrast to his hard-hitting running style.
All feeling jeans down, dancing like she in the video.
Yeah! That's it! That's the way! That's the way! That's the way! Oh!
Just like a Jesus.
Let's try it a couple more times, man. I just want you, get warmed up in there.
I missed a couple notes though.
You know, that's why I said let's just warm up.
Right.
Summer is the players' time. With no position coaches allowed, they are teammates on their own, but not alone, pushing themselves and pulling for each other.
During the summer, once they're released from spring practice, any workouts that they do or anything that they're doing is of a voluntary nature. And strength coach Brandon Horgan becomes kind of the head coach.
All this crap right here, that's what's going to signify the summer. Sprint!
That time is valuable for us to get them in shape, so when the season comes, they're ready to go.
It's about to get real ugly out here.
It's pretty intense.
Let's go.
Run it, finish!
Then he'll throw a curveball at us every once in a while. We might do something a little unconventional, like go run at a hill or something like that.
Hill. Hill. Probably the hardest workout I've done in my life. That's the best, worst feeling in the world.
Super, super steep hill, like probably 200 yards.
That was the one workout that I felt like they really got it. They really got the whole premise of learning how to work, learning how to come together, learning how to finish.
Call your team on right now. They need your help. They need your help. They need your help. Don't be selfish.
Coach Horgan has a lot of workouts for us. I'd probably say the worst was in the sand pit. Sand pit's a beast.
It was unbelievable. It might have been the hardest workout I've ever done since I've been here at UVA.
I'm usually a loud person out there while we're working out, and I got kind of quiet that day, just preserving energy.
Basically, your legs are just quivering halfway through, and I said, something good to this.
Don't quit! Don't quit on me now!
Yeah, I don't think they really like it too much. No.
It was brutal.
I always try to just fuel the fire. I think that those guys take that to heart because they're the ones that are gonna have to dedicate their time to lift and to run and to come with a mindset of, you're not gonna break me, coach.
Each week, we gradually just got more conditioned, and when it got harder, everyone just pushed each other like, okay, we can do this, picked each other up, and I think that's when everything just came together.
I think it was definitely just being a family, because having 130 players on a team, it's hard to get to know everyone, and I feel like this summer really did it.
We're building a wall brick by brick. So when the wall gets strong, ain't nobody break through it.
It was a great workout summer. We did a lot of good things, and guys made a lot of progress, made a lot of gains in their strength and power, so it'll be exciting to see if we can translate that to the field.
For cornerback Chase Minifield, summer workouts include working overtime and spending quality time with his father, former NFL Pro Bowl cornerback Frank Minifield.
Being a defensive back in college or in pro football, the one thing that's going to save you your butt is the footwork. You really don't have to be the fastest guy out there, but you have to be able to change direction, and you can't have a whole lot of missteps in the process. Turn your hips. There it is. That's what I'm talking about.
After class, the student tried to take his teacher to school.
Ooh, you in trouble.
Go hit the concrete. Oh.
He in trouble today.
He likes to try to get me involved in a whole lot of rhetoric on the side. I don't talk to him first 5, 6 holes. Then once I figure out what I need to do to win the game, then the game starts. Oh! You're in trouble today. You're in trouble today.
What's that, 7?
For 3 holes, I was in trouble.
But in the end, the student was taught a lesson.
I think you lost that hole, son.
Give me my clubs.
Here you go, son.
Give me the club.
Come on, son. Hey, that's tradition, son. You gotta shake the winner's hand, son.
But when Chase is playing pickup basketball, class is in session.
I want to see Rod get up there so they can end all the speculation.
Yeah, I could dunk.
Can he dunk? Nah, he thinks he can, but he might have dunked it one time out of like 100. He's just a hustle guy.
Just like on the pickup basketball court, there are no coaches present for 7-on-7 drills. But that doesn't mean the workout isn't organized or the effort isn't intense.
This offseason, I think the captains are kind of running the show more so than other seasons. We've organized 7-on-7s and very early in the morning, and everybody's held accountable.
What do you got on 118 swing? Huh? Yeah, but you know it's a different kind of one. You're coming in here, right? So we're trying to make a play off him, so if you just come out here and run your regular one, then you're both covered. Yeah.
Extra work isn't limited to the skilled positions. The war in the trenches requires preparation and practice as well.
We do it about 2-3 times a week, and so when camp comes around, we'll be ready to go, just so we stay in the football mode.
Set hit. Pass. Go.
Skills and everything, they have 7-on-7s. O-line has their feet drills, and we're out here doing this. I think the whole team's getting ready at the right pace.
All right, D-block on 3. 1, 2, 3.
D-block.
This community is hungry for a winner. When we had some big wins, when the crowd got behind it, if you come in here and see what this place is like, it's a basketball-first arena. It's all geared towards basketball. It's daunting. I've played in Madison Square Garden, I've been in the NBA playoffs, I've played in major college venues, and I haven't seen one that's as nice and as imposing and as rowdy as John Paul Jones Arena.
I'm a caretaker and I'm a servant because I serve the student athletes in which I'm in charge of and the coaches and their families. I'm a caretaker of this university's reputation in the academic and athletic arenas. But I want everyone to know that I can't do this by myself. I need the help of the fans, the students. I need the help of the community, the administration, coaches, and players. I need the help of everyone.
With the demands of college football, it's important to take a break. But for linebacker Leroy Reynolds, a trip home to Norfolk, Virginia turned into a working vacation.
Already got the bench set up. Y'all ready to work? Let's rack it up. Y'all really going at it today. Don't touch that. Ow! Let's go, baby. When I was younger and I walked in the weight room, I really couldn't lift too many weights, so I guess it kind of built me as a person. We do a strongman competition if you want to, if that's what you want. UVA, baby! Let's go. UVA, baby!
Being an elite athlete isn't always hard work. For Leroy Reynolds and teammate Tim Smith, sometimes it's a day at the beach.
Go!
Hey, Roy, you disqualified.
Roy T on the cadence. He said your mindset, started running, and then said go. Hey, I wonder.
Back in Charlottesville, it's back to work as Leroy and his teammates get ready for the start of camp.
Woo!
Hands. I'm ready. I'm amped. Like, I'm ready to put these pads on. One more day till camp, baby.
Proud of y'all for coming out here, man.
Just one more day, man.
It's been 8 long months since head coach Mike London returned to Virginia. Now, after 8 months of preparation and 8 months of anticipation, training camp has finally arrived.
Yes, sir. Pass is a pass. That was in. This is now.
We need to play fast today. Now we need to work at game speed, fast as you can. Just want to see smoke coming out of the heels of your feet. Violent hands. That's it.
We're going forward now, and we're keeping the pressure on. That's how you get strong.
Play fast.
Working a little slow, QBs. I'm concerned about our tempo. Hey, that's all right. Key the ball. Cotton in your ears.
Guys getting lined up in the wrong gap or the wrong coverages. Guys that are open, overthrowing them or dropping passes, throwing interceptions. I mean, those are mental mistakes that you got to eliminate.
That's it. Oh!
Go, cover. All the way. Finish, Mark. Finish. Come on now. Here's the story. How's the offense respond to their first intercept at camp?
There's always that feeling at the end of the day, whether it be 1 play or 5 plays or 10 plays, that you wish they could have done better. At the same time, if you go from watching the first practice video to watching the 20th, you see how far we've come in their learning as well as in their technique. We've become a lot better offense. I think we've practiced a lot faster as we've gone. We've played with great tempo, and those are things that are important for us to do.
Here we go. Throw it. Someone will catch it. Quick and easy. Flip that hip through and then get it right back.
I want you to feel what it feels like to catch the ball and go yard. It's all about touching and scoring. That's sir! That's it! That's sir! We're throwing deep, baby.
Nice job. Nice window. Nice catch.
Don't run like you're expecting to get tackled. Run like nobody can tackle you.
If it ain't hard work, it ain't work at all.
Go score! Run! Get in the end zone. That's it. Oh! That's how it's gonna be. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
You did a good job, but now we got to squeeze it. But you weren't ready to play when the ball was there. You guys got to work together. Everyone has to understand. There's no excuse. You got to take the responsibility to learn. Hey, that's how you catch the ball in traffic.
And so as we've been going on, we've limited the mental error part. Now it's the physical execution, the physically, doing what you need to get done. Making the throw so if our receiver doesn't catch it, no one catches it. Making sure you don't get out-leveraged by a back coming out of the backfield. And every once in a while, those things will happen. You just got to keep harping on it. You got to keep practicing. That those are the fundamentals of playing the positions.
Just as a team learns how to play, they must also learn how to win. Winning teams are built step by step, brick by brick.
Our guys have worked hard to the point where they want to taste what winning is like. I think once that happens, it becomes contagious. We just got to catch the fever. We're winning a couple games, so it becomes contagious. But that's what you practice for. That's what you train for. For the season, it starts with the first game, and that's how we're going to approach this, one game at a time.
Brick by brick, the Cavaliers have begun to lay the foundation upon which champions are built. The job will not be easy. There will be times that will test men and spirits alike. But so too, there will be times of celebration. Building something great takes time, but the cost will be worth the effort, and the reward will be something that lasts a lifetime. For you will have built a program.
This is a process in place here to build this program. Would I like to win every game? Sure. Would the players like to? Sure. Everybody desires to win games and play well, but it's a work in progress for all of us that are involved here. I'm excited about the opportunities first year to do some things here and look down the road as far as where we are and where we're going, because I think the future is bright.
It's the last scrimmage before the first game of the Virginia Cavaliers season. The time for talk is coming to an end. It's almost time to play the game.
Next Saturday, this time, this place is going to be full with people all over the place. All right? We got to take our level of play up to another level, another notch, okay? We've had a great camp. Okay, we've had a great camp, and camp is over. Now it's time to get ready to go because now they're going to start keeping score, like I said before.
Let's go 4th on 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.